So 25,204 results is way too much. So I'm going to go back to my search and modify it. I think I'm going to add a row and I'm going to put not in. Simply because science keeps coming up, probably because it's inquiries used mostly in science, and I really don't want to have that. Okay, I'm also going to maybe limit it to journal articles, if I can, scholarly journals, see what happens there. So let's see. Okay, look at that, 378 results. That's going to make it a lot better. So let's just see. First one just says schools, not particularly interesting there. Lessons for learning. Let's look at that citation, geography. Doesn't say anything about inquiry though, so citation here, no, pretty irrelevant really. Okay, so let's get back. We've got multiculturalism, content-focused technology inquiry. Well, that could be promising because I like the technology part, but we're not getting much on geography at all. Geography education, engaging readers and writers with inquiry. Okay, now this has come up before. I think this actually looks quite good, and I've ticked it before. And it is worthwhile using because it looks as though it says extensive examples of front-loading activities to address inquiry purpose. Okay, so that I think is worth adding. So I'm going to save that to my research. But I'm going to have to sign in later, so I'm going to do that. We're still not getting a huge amount. Oh no, we've got a journal of geography, experiential learning, not really. Inquiry learning, problem-based. Okay, so that might be something that, yeah, that might be worth looking at as well. So let's look at the citation. Problem-based. Okay, so we've got their pre-university geography class. That's okay. Assessment for learning. Results show that they could analyse problem statements, present their understanding systematically. Teachers should be more active facilitators. Okay. Teacher training and school-based support are needed for... Okay, so that's good because that actually relates back to some articles I've read about teacher training being highly important if inquiry is going to be successful in the classroom. So I'm going to add that also to my reading list. Okay, we've got another one, exploring youth cultures geographically through active learning. Nothing there with inquiry. It's interesting that, okay, we've got question-based inquiring here. It's interesting that it's not a lot of is coming up with geography. It's a difficult one to search for that I really haven't found a lot in this particular search engine, or database rather. Okay, let's see. Go back to... No, I actually don't feel very satisfied with this particular search. Even though we've got inquiry learning, what I might have to do is go back and use inquiry-based learning and see what comes up there. So we'll see what happens. I think that might be worth pursuing to just give perhaps something more alternatives to that, and I'm going to try that for later, and I'll talk about that in my writing.